So we'll just take a few minutes here seated. Taking some time to get settled. So go ahead and make those small adjustments in the body, just finding those little adjustments and wiggles so you can feel more comfortable in your seated position. And once you've done so, just feel yourself sinking in. You can close the eyes, or you can just take a gentle gaze in front of you. Taking a little time here to start to slow down the body and slow down the mind, slow down the breath. So as you settle the body, start to find a longer round of breathing, just gently at first, feeling a small expansion in the inhales and the exhales. With each round of breathing, perhaps you can let the breath grow a tiny bit deeper and longer. And to really feel this shifting of breath as it enters and leaves the body, creating some spaciousness, some expansion with the inhales and creating the sense of release and relaxing with the exhale. As you breathe in, feel the air entering the body, filling up the lungs again. And as you breathe out, letting the body soften with the release of the. So just continue like this, exploring the movement of the breath, and perhaps tuning into the place in the body where you feel the breath entering and leaving. It might be at the nose, it might be at the belly, it might be at the chest, or it might be someplace completely different. Just so you can develop that awareness where you feel the breath moving into your body. And if you're able to locate that place where you feel the breath coming in, allow the breath to arrive there, expanding into the rest of the body. And allow the exhale to contract, coming back, releasing out that same place. Notice that you feel the movement of the breath shifting to a different place in the body. And shift your awareness there as well. And you notice that it's difficult to pinpoint where you feel the breath entering and leaving. And that's okay too. It's just this practice of awareness that we're building. Awareness of the subtle body. ready, just let the body start to shift and move. Just allowing it to move in any way that feels good. Again, tuning that awareness inward. Maybe you're drawing some circles. Maybe you're rolling the head from side to side. In your time to find some small movements. When you're ready, unwind the legs. If they're crossed, take them out in front of you and let's shake them out a little bit. You can tap the muscles with the hands. Maybe down to the calves, maybe down to the feet if you can reach down there. A little tapping to get the energy flowing back through. And then reach both fingertips to the sky, hands reaching, reach, 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 reach. And then gently float the hands down by your sides. Let's keep the legs out in front of us. Take a breath in as you flip the palms up, reach the fingertips to the sky. Good. And as you exhale, nice and slow, press the energy back down. Do that one more time. Inhale as you reach. And exhale, come back down. And then bring the hands behind you. Lean back on the hands and take both feet to the floor. Let's drop the knees from one side to the other. And there's no rush, so you can take your time, or you can just keep moving back and forth. Maybe you want to pause on one side and rotate the torso in the opposite direction, bringing in a little more twist into the spine. And then come through center and make your way down onto your back. And once you come down onto your back, hug the knees in towards the chest. The tailbone be heavy against the floor as you start to rock the knees from side to side. And then let's take both knees over to the right, coming into a twist. The arms can open out like wings, or you can rest the hands on the body. Maybe you want to slide a blanket or a pillow underneath of the knees or between the knees to give yourself some support. See if the left shoulder can melt towards the floor as you take some long, steady breaths here in this twist. Start to make your way back through center. Take your time. Bring both knees into the chest, hugging them in, rocking side to side once again. And then drop both knees to the left. Might help to shift the hips a little bit to the right. And again, you can support your legs with a blanket or a pillow if you want some extra support. Arms can open out, they can rest on the body. Take some long, steady breaths in and out. Again, finding that expansion with every inhale. Let the body soften into this twist with every exhale, just letting go of any gripping or holding. And slowly come back to your center. Hug those knees in once more. And let's try and take the hands to the knees, and we're going to circle them apart from one another. Like that motion of rowing a canoe, separating the knees, taking them wide, and then circling them back together. And then take that in the other direction. And then both feet to the floor, keeping the knees pointing towards the sky. Let's reach the right leg up towards the sky. And clasp the hands somewhere behind the leg, maybe at the thigh, maybe you want to slide it up a little closer to the calf. Just start here in center, pointing and flexing through the foot, circling the ankle. And let's create a figure four shapes across the right ankle over the left knee. And pause here for a moment. Take the right hand to the right knee and gently cross it away from you to feel the opening in that hip. And then you can stay here with the left foot on the floor, or you can start to hug the left leg in towards the chest, clasping the hands behind the thigh. This will deepen the stretch in the hip, but if you have the leg pulled in, try to relax the shoulders down, relax the face, relax the neck. And again, take some long, steady breaths in and out. And then slowly release both feet down to the mat. Step the feet wide on the mat and let the knees drop from side to side here. One knee going into the center as the other goes out to the side. Take it back and forth at your own pace, no rush. then come back through center, knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Feet again. Let's reach the leg towards the sky. Pass the hands behind the leg. Point and flex the foot, circle the ankle. You can bend that knee as much as you need to if you're feeling a tightness in the back of the leg. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. And again, let's pause for a moment. Left hand to the left knee and gently press it away from you to feel the opening. Again, you can stay just like this. And you can start to draw the right leg in towards the chest, deepening the stretch in the hip. Again, use those long breaths to soften the shoulders, soften the face, relax the back. And then both feet down to the floor. Step the feet wide on the mat. Knees to the sky. And take both hands reaching towards the sky. And then bend the elbows. Take opposite elbows in the hands. And from here, let the knees drop to the right. Let the arms cross the chest to the left. So let's bring in a little shoulder stretch. And then when you're ready, you'll come through center, and then the knees will fall to the left as the arms cross the chest to the right. Just explore this movement a few times, back and forth, or maybe pausing on one side and the other. Find a place that feels particularly good today. And then come back through center, keeping the knees bent. Release the hands down. Let the hands rest on the belly. And stepping the feet to the outer edges of the mat, let the knees drop together so that the feet are wide, the knees are together. Hands resting on the belly. And let's take a pause here. Just taking some big, expansive breaths, feeling the inhales fill up that place in the belly. Feeling the release on the exhales. Nice and slow and steady, see if you can make the breath long. And after you've taken that next exhale, slowly start to straighten the legs forward. reach the arms up and overhead, come into a full body stretch. And then roll over onto one side. You can hug the knees in. Take your time to press back up, eat it. If you want to sit on the edge of a blanket or on a pillow, go ahead and do that. Find a place where you can keep the spine long, sitting up tall. Reaching up through the crown of the head and letting the shoulders draw down away from the ears. And then reach the right fingertips towards the sky. And then bend the elbow, reach for the opposite ear, and gently draw the ear towards the shoulder. The left fingertips can walk out to the side. And then bring the head back through center, nice and slow. Take the hand to the back of the head. Take a breath in as you open the elbow, reach it back. As you exhale, we're going to cross it towards the opposite knee. Do that a few times. Inhale as you open, reach it back. And exhale, cross it down towards the opposite knee. And two more like that. Inhale. And exhale down. Move with the breath. Inhale, open. And exhale, come down. Come up through center. Let's take that right arm across the chest. Use the left hand to stretch through the shoulder. If you feel it clenching up towards the ear, see if you can bring it back down. And then let's release that down. I'll do it on the other side. The left arm to the sky. Reach for the opposite ear. Start with the ear towards the shoulder. And the right fingertips can walk away from you to deepen this stretch. Bring the head through center, slide the hand to the back of the head. Let's take that same movement. Inhale as you open up. And exhale, cross it down towards the opposite knee. Inhale, reach it open. Exhale, cross it down. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Come up through center. Left arm across the chest this time. Use the right hand to help guide it. And again, if the shoulders start scrunching up, see if you can bring them down. Keep breathing. And then slowly release. Let's clasp the hands behind the head. A nice long spine. And we're just going to gently draw the chin towards the chest. So not pressing it, just a little extra weight of the hands to guide it down. Keep the spine long. Take some deep breaths. See if you can send the breath all the way into the neck, the upper back. And slowly come up. Take those fingertips to the shoulders and draw some circles with the elbows. So you can start to move the spine here. Think about that cat-cow movement you take, arching the back and rounding the spine as you start to circle the elbows. Let's take it in the other direction. And then let the hands rest onto the knees or onto the lap. And let's just take a pause here. Maybe close the eyes. Reconnect to that long, steady breath. Maybe notice those subtle sensations in the body. Creation of energy, it's movement of energy. From here, let's make some gentle fists and circle the wrists a few times. In the other direction. And then let's come to a tabletop. Say hands and knees. You can cushion the knees with a blanket if you have sensitive knees. And stack the shoulders right above the wrists and the hips, right above the knees, and we'll take some cat-cows. So as you breathe in, draw the belly down, look the chest forward. And as you breathe out, round the spine, tucking the chin. So take it at your own pace, find your own movement with the breath, warming up the spine. And then when you're ready, come to child's pose. Sink the hips back. You can take the knees wide. Forehead doesn't reach the floor. You can slide the hands under the forehead or slide your blanket under the forehead. And just let the hips be heavy for a few breaths as you rest the body here. And then make your way back up to tabletop. And step the right leg back. And press the toes to the floor. Little rocking on the ball of the foot, maybe to stretch out through the toes. And then start to lift that right leg behind you. We're going to take a breath in as you lift with the heel. As you exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, rounding the spine. And again, inhale, kick it back. And exhale, knee towards the nose. Two more like that. Inhale back. Exhale, bring it in. And last one, inhale back. And exhale. Good. bring that knee back down to the floor, tabletop. Take the right arm to the side. Let's reach it open like a big wing. Take a big breath in. And then on the exhale, you're going to thread it under, come all the way down, resting on the side of the head, resting on the right shoulder. Again, if you can't reach the floor here, a blanket or a pillow underneath, you can offer some support. You can reach the left arm forward. Take a deep breath. The hips are over top of the knees still. And then bring the left hand by the face, press into the floor to come up. Let's take the right arm towards the sky one more time. And then bring it back down to tabletop. And from here, shift the hips side to side as you look over one shoulder and the other. And then come back to child's pose. Take the hips back. And see if you can rest the forehead. You can roll the wrists out a few times here. Back into tabletop. Again, stacking the joints. And take the left leg back this time. Start toes to the floor. Reach back through the heel to get that stretch. And then use your core muscles for your stability here. Start to lift with the heel. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, draw it in towards the nose. Inhale, kick it back. And exhale, bring it in. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. And one more time. Kick it back. Bring it in. And then drop that left knee down, tabletop. Let's reach the left arm open. Take a full breath in as you reach. And then thread it under, come down. And then resting on the side of the head, on the side of the shoulder, or maybe on a prop. Right arm can reach forward. You want to expand. And then bring the right hand by your face, press it into the floor to take the left arm open one more time. And then come back to tabletop. Once again, let's take the hips side to side, look over one shoulder and the other as you dip the hips to one side and the other. Then come back through center. Let's come into a downward facing dog. You can always skip the downward dog if you prefer, come to child's pose instead. But if you're ready for the downward dog, spread the fingers out wide, press into the hands, tuck the toes, send the hips to the sky. Explore some movement here, swing the hips side to side, bending into one knee and the other, shaking out the head. just going to slowly walk the hands and the feet together, coming into a standing forward fold. So you can have hands resting on a prop, or you can reach for opposite elbows. And see if you can really shake out the head here, let the neck release, let the head be heavy. And bend the knees as much as you need to. And then bend the knees if they're not already. Take the hands to the thighs and start to press yourself up to standing. And into your mountain pose here. So root down through the feet. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. And then the palms are starting to spin forward, so the pinky fingers closer to your body. Let's take some half sun salutations. So think about moving with your breath. It doesn't have to be exactly with me. Take an inhale as you reach fingertips to the sky. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, come all the way down to a forward fold. And then inhale, slide the hands over the shins for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Press into the feet. Fingertips to the sky, come all the way up, big breath in. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Again, inhale as you reach up. Exhale, dive all the way down. Hands can be together or out wide. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way back up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart, thumbs connecting. One more time, inhale, find your lift. Exhale, dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, lengthen. Forward fold, release. Come all the way back up, reach. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take a pause this time. Thumbs connecting, maybe you can sense your heartbeat, maybe you can sense your breath. And then release the arms down by your sides. Come into a warrior one, so keep the right foot forward and step the left foot back. So the feet aren't necessarily in line. Think about standing onto the upper tracks so that you can send the left hip forward, the right hip back, square them towards the front of the mat. And then reach the arms up and overhead. Take a breath in as you reach through the fingertips. As you exhale, lower the chest down, sweep the arms back, strong through the legs. And we'll do that again. Inhale as you reach the fingertips up. And exhale, lower the chest, sweep the arms back. And one more time, inhale, come up. And exhale, come back. Come all the way up, warrior one. And then take the hands to the hips. Take a big step forward onto your mountain. Relax the arms down by your sides. Let's roll over the tops of the toes if you can. And take warrior one on the other side. So the left foot stays forward and the right foot steps back. And you can take the hands to the hips, send the right hip forward, the left hip back. Bring the hips towards the front of the mat. Bending that left knee over the left ankle. And then take a breath in, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, drop it back, lower the chest. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, come down, drop it back. One more time, inhale up. And exhale back. All the way up, warrior one. Take the hands to the hips. And take a big step forward and back together for your mountain. And let's step the feet wide. This time, come wider than the hips. Slide the hands down to the thighs as you bend into the knees. And drop one shoulder in towards the middle as you look over the opposite shoulder. And then switch to the other side. So just take that a couple of times on each side. And then come through center, stay in your little squat here. And then take a breath in as you straighten. Reach the arms up, lift the chest, lift the gaze, take a big star. And then drop the right hand down to the hip. Keep the left arm reaching up and over. Find a side stretch. And then come up through center and switch to the other side. Left hand to the hip, right arm reaching up and over. Come back up through center. Take both hands to the hips. Soften through the knees and let's take the hips in some circles. You can keep the circle small or you can make a bigger movement down. And when you're ready, take it in the other direction. And then come back up through center. And bring the feet back under the hips. And let's roll out through the tops of the toes one more time. And then come to your mountain. Asana. Standing up nice and tall. One more time, reach the fingertips to the sky as you inhale. And then come all the way down, forward fold, let it go. Come to a flat back, breath in. Forward fold, release. Take the hands down, step the feet back, come into downward facing dog one more time. Same thing, you can pedal out the feet and shake out the head. And when you're ready, drop the knees and come to child's pose. Once you land in your child's pose, start to slow down the breath again. And then maybe just tuning into those subtle sensations in the body. And when you're ready, we're going to head back down onto your back. Take your time to get there. If there's any movements you want to take along the way. Take your time to come all the way down onto your back. Maybe have your blanket or your pillow close by as we're starting to work our way towards Shavasana. Once you land on your back, bring the knees into the chest. And let's circle them once again. So circle the knees one away from the other. And take it in the other direction. And keeping the knees bent, plant the feet on the floor. Bring the arms down by your sides. Let's come into some flowing bridges. So as you breathe in, start to press into the feet, lift the hips towards the sky. And then on the exhale, we're just going to roll the spine back down. The tailbone is last. Take it a couple of times. Inhale as you lift the hips, press into the feet and the shoulders. And exhale, roll the spine back down. Last one, maybe take it a little higher. Inhale, press up. And exhale, come back down. And the knees drop from side to side a few times. And hug the knees into the chest. You can stay right here, or you can come into a happy baby. Reach for the bottoms of the feet, or behind the knees if that's not accessible. Bend the knees a lot and rock from side to side. From here, take any last movements that you'd like to take before making your way towards Shavasana. There's no rush, so if you're ready to go there now, that's fine. If you want to take a few breaths to transition, that's fine too. And then go ahead and get yourself set up comfortably. You can grab your pillows, your blankets, any support you'd like. Make your way into your Shavasana, your final resting place. It doesn't have to be on your back. It's traditionally on your back, but it's really any place that you can rest comfortably. And take some time to integrate your practice. So as you come into this space, make those subtle adjustments and shifts in the body. Notice there's something that could feel slightly more comfortable, then take the time to adjust it. Maybe invite in this sense of release, the sense of calm as you settle in after all of the work that you've done. As you feel the support beneath you, holding you up, see if you can let go of any effort that you're holding on to, whether in the body or in the mind. Allow yourself to find this release for a few minutes. Being supported by the earth beneath you. Allowing yourself to let go. And take in all of the good energy that you've cultivated through your practice. And if you feel the tension start coming back into the body, or if you feel the dizziness returning to the mind, it's okay. Just welcome those things in and use the gentle breath to release them back out. And that I'm still here holding this space for you as you rest and relax and take in your practice. So start to deepen the breath as you feel ready. And if you're in a space where you can continue resting or continue meditating, if you want to just turn off your device and stay, then please feel free. You're ready to come back and find a deeper breath. Start to find some movement in the body. And then when you're ready, make your way over onto one side if you're on your back. And take your time to come back up to seated. Bringing the hands to your heart. And the thumbs connect, honoring your breath, honoring your heartbeat, honoring yourself, and honoring one another as we share this practice. Let's all take a full deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and release. Bring the thumbs to the forehead, to the third eye, honoring your inner guidance and wisdom. Bowing the head towards the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to unmute you again.